Namaskaram, a very, very good morning to all who are connected with us this morning from US and to good evening to all those who are connected through India. My name is Rajeswari and I'm so super excited today to be on Facebook Live with all of you. And I must say, I'm privileged to be with a beautiful panel of members that I will be introducing to you shortly. Before we even begin, I want to wish everybody a very, very happy Vinayak Chavithi. And I wish you all the best of health, success, and happiness in your life. Let me, before I introduce the panel, let me give you a little brief about who we are, why we are live today, what we are trying to achieve, what's our objective. So our team is both independent filmmakers and audiences who celebrate being Indian, like all of you, like most of you. We love our culture, our heritage, our art, our stories, our rich and vibrant ethnicity. Over the years, most of us have gone far away from where we originated, from our roots. Indic Pictures strongly believes in reconnecting to the past, that richness, that exuberance, and we want to cherish and share that joy with all of you and many, many, many more. We want to connect those dots that were left in silos for a very long time so we can make a beautiful garland of Indic culture and civilization. We believe in the power of positive cinema. Our dream is to tell those forgotten, untold tales and to retell the known stories through compelling visual storytelling. We nurture filmmakers and create avenues for them to express themselves to global audiences through grants, workshops, talks, screenings, and festivals. And to do this, we need a terrific team. And so here we are. Let me introduce our team and the extremely talented, very accomplished, and multifaceted and enthusiastic leaders. I really consider myself privileged to be working with all these peoples. So, hello everybody, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Thank you.
Namaskaram and wish you all happy Ganesh Chaturthi.
Thank you.
Happy Vinayak Chaturthi also.
Thank you. So let me start with the pillar, I will say the pillar of this whole big group with a great objective in mind. Some people, they seem simple, humble, but they're very powerful. They are the visionaries. They set the stage. They are the conch blowers, I must say. Kiran Vadlamani garu, who is the man behind this powerful vision, a social entrepreneur and the founder of Indica Academy. Kiran garu, very good evening to you. How are you doing, sir?
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction. It's actually a wonderful thing that what Danji has put together. It's just 2 months since he called me and said, "Why don't we do a festival?" And then I said, "You already have one platform, and think beyond the festival, and think there are quite a few things that we can think of when films are concerned." So I'm very happy, and in a short span of 2 months, he's reached out to all his friends, such an amazing network of people he has reached out to. And today we are on. Lights, camera, and action, and we're very much, and the fact that we're doing a live thing today, it gives me immense joy. And just to give a few words on how this fits in with Indica Academy, just the overall scheme of Indica Academy is to work towards a renaissance, a global renaissance of Indic civilizational thought. And there are multiple ways in which we can do that, through books, through commentaries, through movies, documentaries. We have a yoga platform, we have a Advaita platform, we have a children's platform. So there are multiple platforms, and all this comes together ultimately to narrate our stories, narrate our past through Indica Pictures. So in fact, Indica Pictures forms the final product, or so to speak, whereas all the other things are building the story and building the narrative, the research, and other things. So I'm very, very happy with what Danji is doing, and the kind of enthusiasm that all of you have exhibited in bringing this together. So welcome all of you. Thank you very much on behalf of Indica Academy for all of you to have joined this Indica Pictures initiative. And I'm looking forward to some exciting times. I just forwarded, as you know, we've produced a movie recently for the Yoga Day. I just got a request for support for the Kumbh Mela. Somebody has made a documentary. So there's a lot of work that is possible, a lot of stories that need to be told. So I'm very excited at this initiative that Danji has put together. Thank you, Danji. Thank you, all of you, and welcome all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Like I said, I feel really excited about this whole thing because this is totally new to me from what I am used to be doing so far. But I'm sure definitely the experience that we all have in each of our areas, that'll definitely add a lot of value and definitely bring in a beautiful flavor to this whole idea here. Thank you once again for including us in the team. So here is the man that Kiran Garu has been mentioning. I have to, before I talk about him, I must say that I've known Danji Garu for a couple of years virtually, but the very short time that I am associated with him, I must say that he's one such people who are very inspiring, who are very motivating in the very first conversation that you start having with them. Danji Thotapalli is the chief curator at Indica Pictures. He's a senior global technology sourcing professional with a passion for cinema. He's the man who brought us all together into this one big umbrella, and that, like Kiran Garu said, is just amazing within a very short span of time. People from different walks of life, interestingly, similar perspective towards Indic arts and culture. He scouted all of us and brought us all together. Danji has an impressive 10 years working experience at major Hollywood studios, previously at NBC Universal and currently at Sony Pictures. He understands the power of film and the extent of its reach. Also has been associated with the Indian Film Festival of Los Angeles for about 12 years and comes with a deep insight into all facets of running a film festival, such as community research, community outreach, sponsorship, event management, etc., and so many other areas. Currently, Danji volunteers as a vice president at Manabadi, and many people in the Telugu community, among all of us, he is very popular as the visionary, one of the visionaries of Manabadi, if I can say that, a reputed Telugu language school in the US and responsible for ideation and implementation of value-added curricular and extracurricular programs. Danji is passionate about pre-Buddhist Andhra history and enjoys immersive experience that blend modernity with tradition. So, Danji Garu, with that, I welcome you on here on the live session to please share your thoughts. Give us a little bit more detail into the Indic Pictures, the film festival, what's the scope and the highlights of this whole event.
Sure, Rajeswari, thank you so much. And Kiran, I mean, you have said such nice things for me. I think I put on weight already. But thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. So with regards to Indica Pictures, we are like a Sundance, focused on the Indic genre of films. So Sundance, as you know, is a well-known film organization. They do a film festival. Besides that, they do a lot of things throughout the year. So similar to that, our structure is that we have a film festival that's coming up, which we will talk about, but we also have a lot of other events. We have masterclass programs that we are working on. We have an incubation fund project that we're working on. We have grants to filmmakers who would like to, who are short of some funding and they need that little gap to be filled so that they can take it to the logical end. We have plans to do panels. At some point of time, we'll also be offering training courses for in various areas of filmmaking. So we have a big vision, and we just started, and I think we picked up enough speed, and we have taken on the challenge of putting together a film festival right out of the gate. So putting together a film festival is not easy. You know, it's a major activity, but we are doing it. And some people said, okay, why do you want to do it now because there's a pandemic going on? He said, there's nothing like a good time. This is the time to do it. Just do it.
That's so right.
That's what Hari Kiran believes too. So we went ahead. We have put a stake in the ground. We have the film festival coming up. Our film festival is called Indic Film Utsav. And our logo is a victorious elephant. Elephants have this fantastic reputation of remembering things. And they're also very, very representative of the Indian culture and the Indicness that we're talking about. So our tagline is Forgotten Memories, Untold Tales. So there's a lot of films that are produced in India and in the world about India. We are focusing on the independent film genre. We are trying to become a platform for filmmakers and audiences that love Indic films. Now, what do we mean by Indic films? Indic films means any film that has a positive message about India, any aspect of India. So a very broad canvas. The important thing is the positive message. So we are here. We have a wonderful team of super talented folks who have deep experience in their own space. So we will be talking to them. I just want to say one thing, which is there's a lot of information that we are pushing out onto the social media as well as other media formats. Please look for it. Please like them. Please share them. Please talk to others about Indica Pictures as well as Indic Film Utsav. You'll be doing us a lot of favors, and in the process, you will also be helping the genre of Indic films. Thank you very much, Rajeswari. I turn it over back to you.
Thank you so much, Danji. We are live on Facebook, and I want to remind our team to please share the link so many people will get to know, even on your walls. And also to those that are watching us, please share this live so this word spreads across to all the parts wherever it really needs to go. Thank you so much. So here I have, finally, after 2 men, now I have the privilege of introducing a beautiful woman here, Nikita Vyas HATTANGADY.
Rajeswari garu, meer spotlight change cheskoni mee meediki.
Yeah. Nikita is another person that's super talented, supremely talented, and a very accomplished person here. And I'm privileged to talk a little bit about her before I welcome her to say a few words to us and talk to us about this further about this festival. Nikita is the head of programming at Indica Pictures. She's a writer and a filmmaker in the DFW Metroplex, and we live in the same city. So I will soon have the opportunity to meet her in person. And she's an accomplished writer. She completed her writing and directing debut, a British comedy set in London in July of this year. She's currently in pre-production of her second film venture as a writer and director. Nikita is an advisory board member of ISOFest, a new international film and arts festival based in New Delhi, India. She was a member of the program selection committee for the DFW South Asian Film Festival, a 5-year internationally recognized festival. She authored and illustrated a children's book on diversity in America, We Are American, that is used in various school districts as a teaching tool. Nikita's greatest passion is spending time with her family, storytelling, and learning new cultures, and has had the great fortune of traveling and living across the world. So here is Nikita. She has a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and Master's in Business Administration. Nikita, Head of Programming for Indica Pictures, I welcome you on board again one more time. And please do share your thoughts and also give us a little detail about how this is going to be, how the programming would be, and all that kind of information.
Thank you so much, Rajeswari, for that very nice welcome. I am not that accomplished, but yes, I'm so honored to be working with a team of accomplished people. And Indica Pictures is something that is really important to me because I grew up in USA. And our family was constantly trying to find books or films, poetry that would teach us about our Indian culture, the true Indian culture, that was somehow lost, with modern movie making. And so I think Indica Pictures is an excellent platform for us to teach our children and others about this culture that we feel has been lost. Our film festival will be coming up in November, and it will be a 4-day film festival. It's all going to be online, and we have lots of different themes that we'll be covering. We will have feature films, documentaries, short films, micro shorts that will be films that are under 5 minutes. We'll also have episodic films that are just maybe 60 minutes long or 30 minutes long, but are part of an episode. We are going to be doing, topics can include Ayurveda, architecture, history, travel, literature, yoga, dance, music, sports, philosophy, spirituality. And if we haven't covered anything else that's in between these topics. So we're really looking for independent filmmakers to come on board and share their craft with us. We can also be having, films that are maybe from a studio, but those will not be part of the competition. They will be part of just a lineup of special programming. And there will also be lots of awards. Filmmakers who win the competition from different categories can get awards anywhere from 15,000 rupees all the way up to 1 lakh rupees.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be very exciting. And the different genres that we have in film can be action, romance, comedy, horror, drama, musical, fantasy, anything that has a positive note about Indic culture, because we believe in the power of positive cinema. And I think cinema is probably the most captivating medium to tell a story, whether it's a real story or a fictional story. Yeah. So I'm really excited to be a part of this talented group, and I'm really looking forward to this festival coming up in November.
That's awesome. Yeah. So is horror your favorite genre? Because I saw some spark in your eyes.
No, it's just that we believe in the power of positive cinema, and then there is horror. But as long as the outcome is positive, we can certainly welcome that.
I'm sure. Like you rightly said, movies, pictures have so much influence on everybody's life here. Thank you so much, Nikita.
Thank you.
All right, so the next person that I'm going to bring on board to talk to all of us is Christian Frost. Hello, Christian. A very, very good morning to you. And Christian is the head of filmmaker liaison, and he's been working in Hollywood for nearly 20 years in marketing and creative print at DreamWorks and Paramount. What makes him unique is his absolute passion for India. Yes, his passion for India and his ability to talk to anyone, anywhere. Christian has a BA in anthropology with an emphasis on Indian studies from Birmingham Young University, and is currently pursuing his master's in Asian studies. He has traveled extensively to India, and he made friends with some of Bollywood's elite circle. Christian is also a filmmaker and a content creator, and has several projects in the works, from feature films to TV series. He also has a YouTube channel, so do check out. It's called Uncle Frosty G, where his entertaining and informative interviews and travelogues bring a fresh perspective to Indian culture. Christian, I would really welcome you one more time, and I'm so happy to be introducing each of you who are so accomplished in your areas. And please give us a little bit more details on the filmmaker outreach and liaising as far as Indica Pictures is concerned.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for your introduction, Rajeswari. I really appreciate it. And obviously you can see I'm actually not Indian by birth. So I try to do my best to try to understand.
That's the most exciting part. That's just the most interesting topic here.
Yeah, well, I think it gives me an interesting advantage in terms of what I probably have to bring to this film festival, which I'm very excited to be a part of. Yes, so I, like you had mentioned before, I have a passion for India that's gone back many, many years. Started with my parents and introducing me to Indian culture, and I've kind of just grabbed onto that over the years and felt a very strong pull. And as I realize that as I go forward, the more I know about India, the more I know about the culture, the easier it is for me to connect with people there, which is obviously, which is a pretty easy calculation to make. And when that happens, I'm able to know people, understand people, and connect with them, and create wonderful relationships. So I have the wonderful opportunity to be a filmmaker liaison as part of Indica Pictures and this film festival. And part of my role is really divided into 3 parts. The first part being kind of a grassroots effort is I reach out with my own contact base and those that I meet, as well as referrals, contact filmmakers that are interested in submitting to the film festival. And that can be anyone, it doesn't matter where they live around the world, but if they have questions, if there's anything they can do to answer, in terms of getting these films submitted into the festival, I'm your guy. So I'm really an advocate for the filmmaker, trying to make sure that there is a smooth transition to getting their content into the submission process as part of the festival. The second thing is that when those submissions happens, there's a lot of details and stuff that we need to collect on the other side. So I'll be working with the filmmakers to make sure that we have all that information as part of the submission process. And then as we move to the third phase, where the films and the various projects are actually selected, we'll be working even closer with those filmmakers as we get trailers and all the various assets that we need to actually put this film festival together. And that process and that connection will happen all the way through closing night. So really, I am a filmmaker advocate in the highest sense of the word, there to make their lives a little bit easier and try to be that go-between between them and the festival, so that they can have a very uplifting and positive experience being part of this film festival that we're putting on here.
What's your favorite Bollywood movie?
Oh gosh, that's a loaded question. I'm sure if my wife was in the room, I'd have to say probably something with Hrithik in it. But I would say there was a really great film out. I forget the. I mean, again, that's a very difficult question. But there's a film. I'm not sure who the filmmaker was, but it's probably been about 20 years ago, called Dor, D-O-R. And it was
Nagesh Kukunur's movie.
Nagesh Kukunur.
That's an excellent movie.
It's a very good.
Yeah, I watched that, and it was just an amazing. And I think because of the story development, and I, as I learn more about India, I don't realize some of the cultural things that happen within certain various groups, and so it was really very interesting, and I'm not sure what drew me to it, but the storytelling was so amazing that I just really, really loved it. There's also a really great movie by a friend of mine called The Road Movie, which was about a traveling picture bus that goes out into the desert. I think Satish Kaushik was in it. I think Abhay Dio was in it as well. And again, it was shown within a part of the country that in the Rajasthani desert, that Thar desert, that I really had not a lot of visuals or information about in the past, but just the storytelling was amazing. I mean, if you go back to the kind of the big movies, I'm kind of a product of those early 90s movies. So a lot of that Kuch Kuch Hote Hai, Dil Se, Mission Kashmir, just a lot of these movies that, that I love. But then going all the way back to, what's that?
Now your wife is anyway not in your room. No, she's not anyway. Absolutely. So now you tell me, who is your favorite actress? Who is your favorite actress, Bollywood?
Well, I don't want to start an argument. This is supposed to be an uplifting conversation, so I don't want to drag anybody into the dirt by arguing. But
And Kali, this is being recorded.
Okay, that is. So, I like all of them.
Well, that's a safe answer.
Yeah. So no, I'm always learning, and I just think it's a great opportunity to be part of this festival and learn from all of you and from the filmmakers and the audience to see how they react to certain pictures and stories. And I'm really excited to be a part of that. So I'm excited to serve everybody, all the filmmakers, and look forward to meeting them and discussing with them and creating relationships, and again, trying to make this a very uplifting and positive experience for all of them.
Thank you so much, Christian. It's really wonderful to know more about you and your interest and your passion. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so for every aspect of a festival, any kind of festival, there are so many different areas that we need people to work in, people to come together and bring their expertise, their knowledge, and their vision into it and work on it. So one such area is on the game day. How are we going to do it? How is the festival going to begin, and how is it going to end? How everything is going to be in place? What should be there? What will be the most attractive thing? So to give us such details, I now want to invite and introduce KAALI Sudhir. He is another person who's so passionate about cinema. He himself is a film producer. He's a film producer. He's an art curator, and he is also managing music art gallery along with Marriott. So KAALI Sudhir garu, hello Andy. Good evening. I know
Hello. Hi. Good morning to all of you. See, good evening to India. I eat, drink, sleep movies. So movies is something which I'm very passionate about. I'm something, every day, morning to evening, what you do is I just watch movies. I always, movies have this energy. Movies have this, larger than life experiences. Movie is something which gives me all that kick in life. So I'm in happy mood, I watch a movie. I'm in sad mood, I watch a movie. Movies are something which, they complete me. I'm somebody who's complete because of movies. So plus movies is me. Now this festival, I'm the only guy who has less job this year because of the Chinese virus and whatever the name is. So, or else we would have had a fantastic opening event, maybe in Singapore or maybe in LA, or, we would have had a great movie, one of the best movies possible. And we would have had a gala event inaugural, and maybe we can have something like we would have thought we would have started it in Singapore and closed it in LA. And, closing maybe in LA with a fantastic gala event and calling all the, people who have participated in it. Maybe, next year we'll do much, much bigger, because this year I have less work. And so I'm basically jobless. I'll have more time to watch movies now. And thanks to Kiran, I'm part of Indica Academy, I think from 2013. So from the day it is there, I'm like doing a lot of legwork here and there. And, I'm that 0.1% of the entire happening of Indica for quite some time.
So can you tell us, like, how is it going to be now on the game day? How is it going to begin? What?
No, we do. We have this year also in November, whenever the dates are. So we will have an event, but everything will be online. There will be a definitely fantastic event. We will try to give you that feel and effect of the opening day for sure. And of course the closing. So we will have the movie screening also. I'll share the details as it comes closer. So we have planned fantastically well. So I'll share the details soon.
Okay. I just saw that, Danji, that Tenet, I was reading all the reviews of Tenet today. Yeah. And September 3rd it's in the theaters. Yes. So looks like LA, theaters are going to start. Maybe we can think of an opening night in LA. I don't know. November.
In fact, Tenet tickets are sold out. There are no tickets available for 10.
Yeah, let's keep.
The option open. I mean, why not?
Yeah. We'll take a call maybe by September end. You know,
Yeah.
to put all this together, maybe we require 3 to
Opening
4
night in
weeks
LA
time.
is still an option, Danji. Let's do it.
We can
Yeah.
definitely.
Done.
So,
Done.
Kali, one question to you though. You simply said cinema is what completes you. You just watch movies and you are jobless and all that. But we all know that you have huge contacts. You have like huge connections back in India. So, can we expect to see some celebrities in the event?
Yes, of course. We can bring whoever we try, and you know, most of the people see. Luckily, in the cinema where I work, the people there believe in the Indic values and Indic culture and Indic cinema. Most of the cinema has the Indic flavor. So for me to tell them and bring to our thing, I think it should be very easy. In fact, they'll be more than happy to be part of this.
Awesome.
He's very modest. Very modest. Actually, he has half the industry on his speed dial. So
Yeah, I get that because I was struggling to get some good contacts in media and press, and I did not have much success with it. And I pinged him like in a second, like within 1-2 minutes, I got few contacts, and the moment I reached to them, the job is done. So I see how.
No, the best PR guys in Hyderabad for cinema is Vamshi and Shekhar. They have been doing our cinema also for quite some time. So I told them, and they believe in us more than anything. When I told them this is for our Indic cause, this is for us, then they immediately said, "Sir, manam chedam, we'll do it."
Yeah, I didn't even have to explain much. They're like, okay, just send me this, madam, and we got you covered. I was wow. I was amazed at your reach.
maybe we should call the festival as Manam Cheddam.
Yeah.
Another setting అయిపోతుంది సార్ మనం చేద్దాం.
No, that's the typical Telugu cinema guy, any production and all. You meet them, they'll say it's like, Telugu cinema is like the typical Punjabi wedding. Finally it happens. There will be a lot of things which will go wrong, but finally you see everything is set. We are, we are a country with a lot of chaos, and still we'll make it. Somehow we'll do it. We are not into the system and all, but that's how we are. So it's okay. We are happy with the way we are.
Yeah.
In our own messy way, we'll make it.
Our own messy way, true. Thank you, Kali garu. So I have two more people that I want to bring on board here and talk to you. One of them is Bhaskar Rayavaram garu. Bhaskar Rayavaram garu is very well known among Telugu community. He needs no introduction. He is a man who can inspire you on every single thing in the world. He has that power to motivate everybody, inspire everybody, and bring a huge, a bandwagon of people along with him wherever he goes in whichever project he takes up. He's one such person who will be helping here Indica Pictures in, of course, marketing and the spreading this word among the social media and the networks. So Bhaskar garu, can you share your plans of what's happening right now?
Rajeswari garu, thank you very much. That is too big of an introduction. When Danji garu and I, we're like brothers from other mothers, we call it, and then we talk probably 10-15 times a day, probably more than we talk to our families, and that's how we're connected. And when exactly, that's true. I mean, there is a lot of truth to it. And then when Danji garu called me about
That this is being recorded, right?
I know, and it's a fact. Shamla knows. I can't hide from something, so this is the truth of it. And then it's truly a privilege to actually work with Danji garu on many things. We have a lot of common passions, and of course, language is one of them. And he and I are partners in crime with Silicon Andhra Manabadi. We've been doing that for over a decade now, and there are multiple success stories there to share. And when he tells me something, it's very hard for me to say no, because he comes straight to my heart. And when he talked about Indica Pictures and what he's been up to there, I know his passion for films and what he's been doing for LA Film Festival and stuff like that in the past. I was only peripherally involved with, at least known about his initiatives and his passion for that. And then when he told me about Indica Pictures, it struck upon two strings for me. One, of course, the passion for cinema. Cinema pichi is something I have in my head, among many other pichilu. I mean, many other things that I have craziness about. Movie is one of them for me. And anything about our dharma, our Indic nature, certainly moves me and motivates me, because I do believe fundamentally that's where we are rooted on. And whatever growth and anything that we build on top of it in our lives, as we come across different parts of our life, meet different people, we are centered on that. We are centered on the fact that that's where we come from. And that's what it resonates very, very well for us. And given that those two parameters, I was pretty much said, Danji Garu, let's do something about it. And then the fact that Indica Academy had people like Kiran and the entire team, when he introduced to me, I was just blown away by the charisma that people have and the passion they have for what the original vision is. And my professor used to say in my B school that a good product and lousy marketing don't go well together. And this is an awesome, great product, and it has to have absolutely stellar publicity. And one of the things that I've been fortunate enough to learn through my MBA is some of the marketing techniques or publicity techniques. And I was able to put some of them to practice with Silikanand Manabadi in helping creating the brand for it and ensuring it's the same story there. It's a wonderful product. It needs awesome publicity. Mm-hmm. And same thing here, Indica Pictures, the initiative that's happening under Indica Academy on Indica Pictures, all the things that you guys explained, the vision and the passion you all have for this, it must be known to people, because it will make an impact on somebody's life. It will move people towards in a very positive direction. And when all these things come together, I thought I could contribute some of that in this particular aspect as well, in definitely ensuring, for example, we're live on Facebook right now. So we have a page, Indica Pictures, on Facebook, facebook.com/Indica Pictures. And when the discussion came about, hey, how do we do this? I said live. There is no other way to do it. We have to be live. Because when we say things live, that passion that translates through the airwaves is completely different. It's very authentic. It comes straight from the heart to people. That's why I said we should do live. And so we're on Facebook. That's one of the, so I'm helping with a wonderful team together. Somehow you said it, because people come together when you ask them sincerely about what you're passionate about. I'm fortunate from that aspect. When I do call, they show up in a way. That's a total blessing for me. So a wonderful team came together already for this purpose. So we're going to be, what the intention, the purpose of the social media team is to make sure the awesome vision of Indica Pictures is propagated through various mechanisms. Social media is a very, very strong platform. With a hashtag, you can bring down kingdoms. You can take down dictators. You can move countries. Black Lives Matter, for example, right? Just with a hashtag. That is the power of social media. And we have to put that to practice. We have to put that to use. And we have the technology, we have the wherewithal, we have the wonderful team, and we have a fantastic mission and vision for it. So that's my agenda, to make sure this particular vision takes off on social media and the entire world gets motivated by it. So we're on Facebook, facebook.com/Indica Pictures. Please do like, share, and react to things that are out there. React is a combination of like, love, and care, and multiple things. Wow, all those factors. And then that's called react now. And then also please do, we're on YouTube where we have a lot of content already. And we're going to be pushing a lot more content there. We're on YouTube, Indica Pictures again. And then we're on Twitter @Indica Pictures. We're on Instagram @Indica Picture, because somebody took Indica Pictures. So it's Indica Picture on Instagram. So we're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. And then we're also going to pretty soon start our presence on LinkedIn as well. And all of these platforms together, we have a strategy on how we're going to be interacting with the people that are available for us in these social media platforms. So we're going to be pushing content out there that excites them. One of the key things that we are taking up immediately is called 1-minute promo challenge. So for the festival, Indic Film Festival.
Yeah, we have Sumeet
talk about that. Okay, so we will be promoting the Promo Challenge as well extensively on all these platforms. And when the content gets available for us, we'll be using these platforms to make sure all these things are available. And then we're also going to use all the mechanisms, the best practices are available on this particular social media mechanism. Again, privileged to be part of this wonderful, wonderful team. I'm very excited to do my part in the success of this mission. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. As you all can see, Bhaskar is right now in a studio. It's a radio show going on. That's how he manages things. He does multitasking. He does many things at one time. So
you should say bye-bye. Sorry to interrupt, Rajesh.
Radio show. And
Rajeshwari, one second, Rajeshwari, sorry to interrupt. I think you should sign off the way you signed off on, Facebook. You put a happy birthday, Chiranjeevi. The kind of salute you put, I remember that. So you should, I think your favorite hero is Chiranjeevi.
He has many.
Mine too, by the way. You should go check my profile picture on Facebook right now.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We should sign off that way.
Yeah,
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing about Bhaskar. I have enormous affection and love for everybody here, but Bhaskar is the fact that we've been working together for 10 years, and we've gone through so much, in terms of trials and tribulations of putting together events, putting together great ideas. So, having Bhaskar on this team, I am thrilled beyond words. I am thrilled beyond words. He can do so much. And thank you, Bhaskar.
Well, you spend more time with him than your family, so you should be happy.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can see that in your eyes and your smile that as you're speaking about Bhaskar Garu, Danji.
I'm really, really honored. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so there's one last person that I need to introduce, last but not least. Definitely, he's one person that I really got amazed as I keep knowing about his profile and his accomplishments, and it was amazing to know Sumeet. Let me give you a little quick brief about Sumeet, and then he will be on board talking to us more about the 1-minute promo contest that Bhaskar was just mentioning. Sumeet is head of operations and project management. He was at the forefront when the most significant Indian cinema fan and filmmaker blogging site, Passion for Cinema, was launched in 2006. So he has that vision, like he can think forward much ahead of times. You can see he acted as a counselor, advisor, and chief editor for the micro blogging site. And he was the curator, programmer for many first of its kind initiatives on Passion for Cinema, like a 1-minute film festival, poster contest, other many more such things. He was instrumental in running an intern program, iView, on PFC, which gave the Indian film industry directors, technicians, writers who went on to garner National Film Awards and several international awards. He's also a Dallas resident, and yes, we will be meeting soon. Along with all this, he enjoys cinema too. Obviously, that's why we're all together here and traveling the world, reading, debating, cricket, and satellite poker. Interesting. So here is Sumeet. Sumeet, please talk to us about the 1-minute promo contest in a little bit more detail.
Thank you very much, Rajeswari Garu. It was quite humbling for me to hear all that you said about me. Can I use the word ditto? Because all I want to say, KAALI had said previously about his passion for cinema, how it started, and what does he do on a daily basis. For me also, it's cinema. I eat, drink, and sleep on cinema. And currently, I've become a snob where I kind of pick and choose the movies that I watch, but that is not how my love for cinema started. I was one of those front benchers sitting on those Gandhi seats, throwing chiller on the screen and dancing when the film god came on screen, and also it was that kind of a madness. Luckily, I'm also married to a woman who's also equally as passionate as about movies as I am.
And you're so lucky.
we while driving and all, we we do some obscure film quizzes of Govinda movies and all from 1990s and all, say which movie did, who's the director of it, who was doing the special appearance in this, kind of all weird facts between me and my wife. But at films is what runs this body, or gives me oxygen to go on a daily basis. I absolutely adore, love everything about films. Someone great had said a film is a film is a film, but I don't think for an Indian audience who's probably GDP runs on films, that's just film is a film is a film. It's more. It's oxygen to the body. It gives you so much passion. It gives you so much drive to do things. It inspires me. It connects with me on a different level. So I watch as many movies as I can. That's the bottom line. And one day, I met Danji 2006, 2007 when IFLA, when I was part of the IFLA program, and I was and Danji was also part of the LA Film Festival. We used to meet there on and off. And then today, this year, about 15-20 days back, Danji reached out to me and said, Sumeet, there is Indica Pictures, and I was like, I'm sold, or kuch nahi. All I wanted to hear was that movie, picture, kuch nahi. I don't know, ask me anything, I'll do it. So it's like, nahi, sun bhi le. Like, nahi, neki aur pooch aur kya, there's nothing, I'll do it. So I was on, and then he explained me all about the Indica Academy, Indica movement, and Indica Pictures, and I was like, this is awesome. This creating so much of positivity out of cinema through Indica Pictures is a really great concept, and I'll do whatever it takes. So as part of being in the team with all these luminaries on this panel, I've been tasked with two main things to work on. One is creation of contests, promotions, and the second part is to run an operations to kind of a project management of things that come out of running anything of this grand on this grand scale like a Notsav. I'll tell you a little bit about the 1 minute promo that we launched on the Independence Day, August 15th. Essentially, what we are looking for is all the independent filmmakers, creative heads, creative people to go ahead and create a 1 minute promo. You can use anything that you want. It could be your cell phone, a digital camera, a professional reel camera, or anything. You can use any of the technologies available at you. All we ask you is to create a compelling promo highlighting the Indic Film Utsav and cut it into a 1 minute film. The film can be a regular film. It could be an animation. It could be a speech. It could be a TikTok kind of a video. It could be a show reel of different images put in together. Be creative. Sky is the limit. You do whatever you wish you would like to see if Indic Film Utsav was yours and you wanted to promote that. So create a promo for Indic Film Utsav in 60 seconds. Send it to us. We have a panel of juries who will judge that, and then we have three prizes for that. And the winning promo or the winning entry will also be highlighted during the Film Utsav at various points in various junctures. The dates for that is from August 16th to September 5th. So please send in your entries to us. There's on the Indica Pictures, there is a link to this promo challenge. So go in there and go ahead and submit your entries. And Rajeswari Garu, I've been actually looking at all the entries that we have got since the launch, which happened on August 16th. Right by the next day, we had around 60 to 65 entries come in, people registering for the promo challenge. And the funny part is, you would imagine that you would get some kind of entries from maybe Hyderabad, Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Madras, or Chennai, all the big cities. But I was really amazed that we are getting entries from places like Thrissur, Sitapur, Shevgaon, Jalgaon, Mathura, Bidar, Hubli, all the small interior places. And the most interesting fact is we got an entry from a girl who's just 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So this thing is there. I mean, and I think by doing this Utsav is what we are trying to reach out to people who may not have that kind of a platform to showcase their creativity. So we are giving that platform to such people from places very interior. They might not have anything at their captive to go ahead and launch their movie, to make their movies, to make their promos or anything. So we are giving that kind of an opportunity to people, and it's so heartening to see people coming in from interiors and making or submitting their movie entries or promo entries and all. So good luck everybody, and please keep submitting for the promo challenge. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever. We'll be sitting here. We will be looking. We will be watching all your entries. We will not be missing anything. So good luck, and go ahead and make your entries and submit it to us.
Yeah, definitely. Every entry we will watch for sure. That's a promise we can make. That's the least promise that we can make, I'm sure. So,
Sumeet, I think you should tell us which is your favorite movie. Itna sara movies you have seen. So I think you should talk about cinema.
There is no way I can tell you one movie or a favorite 100 movies also. I cannot list down even 100. But what I really love, the way I watch movies is I pick a director, I watch his movies, then I watch his entire biography. I watch every of his movies. And there's a way, there's a pattern that emerges, right? Like, how did he start at the beginning? What was his first movie? And what is his growth, or what is his curve during all this period of time? And I love to, explore that kind of a curve within a director of what all did he start with and where is he ending up with. And my favorite director has to be Hrishikesh Mukherjee.
I agree.
He connected.
I
The way
agree.
he connects with simple stories. He's the master storyteller.
I for last 15 days have been watching only movies which are disasters. Why they are disasters? It's
find out why they are disasters.
Yeah.
Sumeet, do you plan to direct movies in the future? Is that why you have the way you watch movies is somewhat making me feel like you have that inclination towards directing movies?
I don't make plans, Rajeswari Garu. If it happens, it happens. Otherwise, I don't. I write whatever stuff I can, but I don't know. There's no plan as such.
Awesome, great. Thank you for that information. And Danji Garu, I want to call you back again to talk a little bit more on the technology side.
Sure. I think it's a very good question because obviously we're calling this a global online film festival. And I think before the pandemic, that would be like a stopgap strategy for a lot of people. But in our case, it's a long-term strategy because online is a very compelling argument. There is nothing, it's a great argument, especially for us, because our audiences are global.
Danji Garu, 1 second. We want to switch focus back on Danji Garu, please.
Okay. I wanted to make sure we are all in gallery mode.
Okay, just do gallery then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sumeet is focused right now.
Everybody's involvement since our introductions are done.
Yeah.
Cool. No problem.
Yep.
My voice is good enough, right? You don't need to see me.
Very
So maybe it's a compelling model, right? Because our audience is global. We have, the audience for Indic genre films are global. They are not in one place. So suppose we held the festival in Los Angeles or Singapore or Mumbai or Hyderabad or London, it would only be available to that population. And that's not what we want. We want the whole world to be able to see this film. So that's why the online model is a compelling model. And like KAALI said, we wanted to do the opening night and closing night, like the bookending events as in-person events, but not able to do it this year. But in the future, we will certainly look at that. So that's one. So the technology is, Film Freeway is going to be the portal through which filmmakers are going to submit their films. So that's going to be all those announcements are going to come out. YouTube will be the platform where you can watch our films, the film festival films. Zoom will be the platform from where we will conduct the filmmaker panels and various other events. So it's an online strategy. The technology is proven right now. And we have a rock star person handling that who couldn't be here today. But there is a lot of technology that is involved in what we are putting together. The back-end team of Indica Pictures consists of a lot of talented individuals who are very comfortable with technology. So we're going to leverage all of them. So we're putting together a very compelling event. we're putting together an event that is going to be seamless, global, and available in multiple time zones. For example, since we're calling it a 24-hour festival, it's not as if the films are going to be available 24 hours, because filmmakers don't like that. So there'll be two windows. There's a morning window and an afternoon window that will overlap with different time zones. And you can, if you miss the morning window, you can also watch the same film in the evening window. So we have a lot of complexity there, but we are on top of it. Thank you.
Okay, that's awesome. This is our panel. So to all the viewers that are watching us, this is our panel, the full panel of really extremely talented, extremely passionate, and very hardworking, dedicated individuals, and very accomplished individuals. So I now want to bring back Kiran Garu. Do you have any final concluding words? Because you shared your vision, your thought in the beginning of this whole conversation. Do you want to give furthermore wisdom words?
Nothing. Yeah, it's very exciting to see now. I'm just trying to see, we have 4 people from Dallas and 2 from Hyderabad and 2 from Los Angeles. So it's a fairly international mix of team that's there. I just my genre that I like mostly nowadays is documentaries. I watch a lot of documentaries, and I so wish that we encourage more filmmakers to make documentaries. Primarily because a lot of culture can be captured through documentaries, and I think we've just only scratched the surface. The number of festivals, the number of places that need to be, number of stories that need to be told, number of customs, number of folk traditions.
I think documentaries have very few limitations also in terms of storytelling.
Exactly. So I'm just excited about that particular aspect of it, and I'm hoping that through our incubation fund we can encourage more documentary filmmakers, independent filmmakers. Like Danji said, we should be an Indic Sundance. So we should eventually, when post-COVID, we should all, meet in maybe in Utah or wherever, and then get a bunch of people, screenwriting contest, story writing. We encourage a lot of we give grants in Indic Academy for people for writing. So we give masterclass, writing classes we give. We have given grants to more than 60 people, masterclass writing classes.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
Every month we give grants to more than 10 people for attending a workshop, a writing workshop. Right now we have announced, and there's a phenomenal response. So this year alone, after COVID, we have trained 63 minus 6. So 57 people we have trained in since April in writing.
COVID.
Awesome.
Yeah, in writing. Or 3-day workshops we have conducted. So we give grants for that. And of course, this is for storytelling. This is for fiction, and this is for storytelling. But I'm just thinking, how can we do this for screenwriting, for story? For ultimately everything can be converted into a film, right? So any story is a film. I'm very excited about encouraging young filmmakers in terms of writing, in terms of their craft, and encouraging them to come up with new ideas for documenting our culture. I travel a lot and I look at the flights, and the first section I go to is the documentary section, and I don't find Indian documentaries. I think that's a great possibility for us to focus on. There are a number of such opportunities, like I was mentioning, Didi Bharati is there. So I'm really excited that post this festival, we need to focus on making a major push in encouraging filmmakers in documentaries.
Awesome. That's really good. See, the best part I think is we don't have a language barrier, right? On this festival. So anybody who's passionate about cinema, anybody who's passionate about Indian art, Indian culture, Indian cultural heritage, and if you want to tell your story, then we are the platform. So definitely do connect with us. And any last words from the panelists here? Please share final thoughts. And it's been really wonderful to be here with all of you and know more details and share your thoughts and everything.
I think Kali has something to say.
No, I'm saying, this is an exciting time in terms of, a renaissance of our culture. So somewhere we should begin. I think this is a humble beginning from us, and we should aim for, holding on to this narrative and changing the whole dynamics of the game. I think that's how we should go ahead. Every big enterprise, every big concept, every big idea started somewhere in a very small little way like this. And I think, we all have the same common goal, and we all look for, this kind of idea. And surprisingly, trust me, every second person now I'm meeting or talking or, WhatsApping or on social media, is talking about this. He's talking about this. Indian culture has to be revived. India has to be revived. This is the time for India. This is now we arrived. I think we have this enormous potential of what we are doing. I think, as I told a lot of times, we are at the right time, the right place. The world is ours.
Thank you, Kali. So I just wanted to just say one thing, which is, this team has come together. I think there is something out there that's making it happen. I personally feel it right here. Thing is, we are part of Indica Pictures, but Indica Academy is huge. In fact, I know that there is somebody who reached out to me. They want to interview Christian about his experiences, and that's going to happen. And it's not Indica Pictures; it's another platform within the Indica Academy. I know that there is a strong push to grab some of Bhaskar's time, some strategic direction on social media and things like that. I know there is a lot of opportunity for us to be able to play a role. But of course we have our focus pretty much at Indica Pictures. But I think we have a lot that can be accomplished.
I just want to add one good news is that, recently for the Yoga Day, we produced a movie it's a dance movie by Rukmini Vijay Kumar, Center for Soft Power and Indica Yoga. We produced that movie. So it's June 21st, I think, was the Yoga Day. So now we're in August. So in 2 months' time, it has crossed 1 million views.
Oh,
so
wow,
that is awesome.
Awesome.
I will share the link in the group. A very well made video. Very well. Fantastic.
2 months' time, it's just phenomenal. 1 million views.
Yeah, that speaks for
And
it.
that's the power of our culture, the narrative, film craft, making it, the music. It's just everything, and Rukmini's dance. It's just a top-notch production, and I feel so happy that we are part of that, making it happen. And I'm sure that there can be more such. Hundreds of more such movies that can be made. So
For sure.
yeah. So that's our first blockbuster, actually.
Yep.
Blockbuster.
That's
awesome.
our Bahubali.
We'll have more. We'll have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to say, Rajeswari, before you go, I don't think we ever talked about you, because you were taking charge, actually introducing all of us and making sure this goes on really, really well. So I want to, Danji, you can chime in with your things. I want to say a couple of words about Rajeswari Garu. She and I have been friends for almost 15 years now, and living in Dallas. We have many common passions together. Of course, we I'm at the radio studio right now, so that's one of our common passions. So we do a radio show together that's been more than a decade as well with her. And then we have a drama passion as well. All that comes because she's passionate about it. She pulls me into it. And then she's passionate about Telugu drama like nobody else I've known. And she's passionate about radio so much that she does 2 hours show on a weekend and she lives the whole week with that energy. And obviously she feels that energy through the audience as well. I mean, that's how, passionate about all of those things. And then the kind of production she puts together in terms of the drama, the elevation of it. It so happened recently, it was so wonderful that Kiran, when he was talking about meeting Rajeswari Garu for first time, he mentioned about Draupadi as an example. And then he was quoting that, imagine Rajeswari Garu being Draupadi. She actually did Draupadi role at a phenomenal level recently. And then that's an example of her passion. And then she's, of course, an eminent voice artist. Back in India, she did for many films and as a voiceover artist. Yeah. So
I'm comfortable
so
now.
she comes with a lot of TV anchoring experience as well, a lot of presentation experience. You can see how professional she was through this. So again, very fortunate to have you on the team, Rajeswari.
Thank you for the opportunity, first of all, to you to introduce me to Danji Garu, and Danji Garu for bringing me into this amazing team. Thank you so much.
So I was going to wrap it up, but thanks, Bhaskar, for a wonderful introduction to Rajeswari Garu. So Rajeswari is head of media relations within Indica Pictures. So she is tasked with being the interface with the media. The social media strategy is Bhaskar, but the media, the print, television, news, that kind of stuff is where Rajeswari Garu is going to focus. Besides being the face of Indica Pictures, she is going to be driving a lot of the interviews. Of course, we'll all get a chance to do that, but Rajeswari Garu has the training, has the skill to be able to conduct these interviews and conversations. So she is going to be focusing on that. Just to a couple words, she runs Sarasya Theaters, where she has there's a play that she put together that is performed on the Broadway in New York. So that's a fantastic thing. And she also put together a very immersive experience in Dallas itself, which was talked about all over. Besides Sarasya Theater, she also runs Radio Surabhi, which is a radio station in Dallas that is that Bhaskar is right now functioning out of that radio studio right now as we speak. So Rajeswari Garu is a great addition to the Indica Pictures team, and thank you very much, Rajeswari Garu, for joining us.
Lovely, you're very kind intros. One thing I will definitely say is I am extremely passionate about Indian drama, especially Telugu drama. I am extremely passionate about it, and that drives me every time I think of putting together a production. That gives me so much energy that I can just live the next couple of years with it. Like, for example, Draupadi, 2 years for now, I've been living with Draupadi energy all around me. Thank you. And wonderful once again to be on the stream. And to all the viewers, I want to remind you, Indica Pictures is the platform on all social media, like Bhaskar just mentioned, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all over the place. And Instagram, it is Indica Picture. So find us everywhere, follow our updates, and share your love, share your positive energies, and we'll share our positive energy with you. So let's make this a huge success with a contribution from everybody and in this direction. Thank you so much once again for the opportunity. Go to Indica Pictures and you will find all the information if you have missed anything here. Thank you so much, everybody. You all have a fantastic rest of the day. And to all those that are connected from India, have a wonderful night. Namaste.
Namaste.